Morning. Got my hair cut and I'm in baby's room right now. The floors are so squeaky. I asked on TikTok what to do with my hair because I needed a mom cut that's easy, but I didn't want anything crazy. And why were people in the comments telling me to get a bob? Are you wishing for my downfall? My hair finally grew so long and so many people told me to get a bob. Me and my hairdresser were screaming. I think I could pull off a bob, but like my hair's gonna be up all the time anyways. I'm in baby's room. We're starting to like work on the nursery, but Jace's family is coming into town today, so we're not starting it quite yet. But I wanted to show you some stuff in here without giving away her theme that we're doing. Sometimes I just come in here and like poke around and look at all of her stuff. I got this at Target when it was like Valentine's Day stuff. Look at how cute. He reminds me of Ozzy. He's a little scruffy guy. This room is a big fat mess, but I got this package from Mom Cozy. This is a breast pump that's like portable. I've seen this on TikTok a lot. I'm so excited. Should you be excited to be pumping your boobs and milking yourself? I don't know. I've heard really good things about this. This is the V2 wearable pump. And this lady looks thrilled. I've heard good things. They also sent me this really cute nursing bra. I didn't even know nursing bras were a thing you had to worry about. It's leopard print. I fear I'm going to be too stylish with this pump on. You know? So cute. I'll leave the links to these below. They have a lot of other cute nursing bras if anyone's interested. I think they also gave me a little discount code for you. But look in her closet. Do you die? This is not all of her clothes. They're all down here. Let me just show you when I come in here and pull something out. There are so many onesie brands online that are so cute, but then I click on it and it's like $50 for a onesie that she's only going to be able to fit into for a couple months. And maybe back in the day I would have bought all of them, but not in this economy. So I've been shopping a lot at Walmart and Target, and Carter's and Old Navy have the cutest stuff. This I think we got at Target, maybe Kohl's honestly, but it's like little strawberries and cherries, and then the Tootsies are little strawberries. I still don't know, like, what are we gonna bring her home in? I got this for Jace for Christmas. Bananas for my family, and it's like a mom, dad, baby, and dog. I've already shown this one on Instagram, but it's so cute. This one's from Walmart, and it has a matching hat somewhere, little beanie. Obviously we had to get the chartreuse onesie. I die at the ones that have cute little feet on them though. And I showed this in my Target haul that I got like 2 things. Look, the little bows. Little summer girl with her chunky little legs. Oh my god, I'm not ready. This room is not done at all. It's like still from us moving in. Oh my gosh, we have so much to do. Jace's wrestling collection in here. Alright, well we're off to go get a mom mobile because our lease is up on the car that we've had, the one with like the brown seats. Everyone always asks me what car it is. It's a Kia Sorento. This could be one of our last trips in this car. Jace just went to get me my crunchy ice cup for the day.
I know you don't like the lid, so
Thank you. I never get a lid because I just want ice. $1 of crunchy ice filled to the top.
It's a crazy deal. I don't know how they can afford to do that.
The whole cup to the top with the crunchy ice, so you really only get a little bit of a drink, but I don't really drink it. I just eat the ice out of it. And you get the essence of a soda. Baby has been loving Pepsi, which is weird because before I never drank soda. Did I?
No, not really.
Got soda.
And you were strictly a Coke girl.
I know, I used to only drink Coke, I think because my dad. Now I'm a Pepsi girl. Doing so insane. Getting out of bed in the night to pee a million times, which I thought was not gonna happen to me for some reason. I thought I was gonna be lucky and just not have to pee all night long, but I get up like 4 or 5 times a night to pee, and rolling out of bed is painful. I am sitting in the car lounged right now waiting for Jace because he had to pee. I have to pee, but I didn't want to go in there. They have this weird air freshener that just really sets me off for some reason. Anyways, we've been at the car dealership for a while. It's really stressful trying to figure out a car. We looked at a bunch of them. We're trying to figure out what's going to be the right car. We also don't even want to buy a car right now. Like, I wish we could just stay with this one, but the lease is up and it's bad timing. Buying a car is so expensive right now, and it's just like, we really don't want to do that. I am so hungry. I'm gonna ask Jace to take me and get an Italian sandwich. Oh my god, it sounds so good. This has been the most stressful, the most stressful 5 days I've encountered in a long time. I was just editing the vlog. I'm literally out of breath from going to pick up the camera out of my room. I was just editing this vlog together, and this whole clip of me driving in the car goes out of focus and the audio's like messed up because I was in the car. And I told you the full story of like literally every single detail that happened with this car. And it's probably just not necessary because who cares? The car situation could not have been more stressful though. I'll give you like a quick version of it, as quick as my brain can be right now. Basically, I knew exactly what we wanted when we were going in. We went to like a ton of dealerships and did a bunch of research which car we wanted. I knew the price I was gonna pay for it. I knew I wasn't gonna do any like upgrades or anything, no extra warranties. Like car salesmen are so annoying. Literally the worst people that you could know. And half my family is in the car business, so like I know all their tips and tricks. I know all their tricks and all their scams that they try to pull to make more money and give you a bad deal. I went into these dealerships like, this is exactly what we want. This is the car we want. This is the price we're gonna pay for it. Here's all the details. You can get it done or we'll go to another dealership. Most of the time, these people aren't gonna let you walk out without buying a car. They're gonna come down on the price. You never pay more than MSRP for the car, and you should pay less than MSRP for the car. So anyways, we go into the first dealership. Pretty much once he had all of my information, he would not stop calling me. And I was like, we're not buying this car if you can't get us exactly what I told you. There's like 5 more hours to that story that I could tell of the first dealership and why we didn't go with them. But they were like talking crap about the other dealership in town. They're like, those guys suck, we don't like them. Like the whole time just bashing these guys. And I'm like, I'm going to those guys. I want to see if they're really that bad. So after we had the bad experience there, I went to the other dealership and told them exactly what I wanted. And I could tell from talking to the first salesman that I talked to at this place that he was brand new. He has to be brand new. There's no way, because I sat down and I was like, here's the car we want. This is the price. I'm not paying for any extras, all your add-ons and stuff. They try to like, they add a bunch of stuff at the dealership like premium code or like theft protection and like all this random stuff. You don't have to pay for that. They'll tell you that it's like non-negotiable and like everything, but they're not gonna let you leave the dealership. If that's the deal breaker, they're just gonna give it to you for free. And I knew that, so I told him, not paying for any of that stuff. And basically, as soon as I listed out everything that we wanted, he's like, deal. He didn't try to argue with me at all. So I'm like, this guy is brand new, which is good for me because then I don't have to argue with someone, some old guy. This guy goes to his general manager, gets like the okay, everything's good to go. They have the car on the lot. Like, we see the car, everything looks good. We're like, cool. Jace's parents were flying into town, so we had to leave. We didn't get the car that night, and we weren't like really in a rush, so we're like, we'll come back tomorrow. We had to like, they had to run all the credit and stuff, and I was like, I can't sit here for more hours. So we leave. Before we left, I'm like, make sure this car doesn't get sold, because the car that we wanted was at the other dealership, the first one that we went to, and it sold like before we could even drive to the dealership, so it must be like a popular version of this car. So I told this new guy at the new dealership, I said, you're not gonna sell this car, right? Like, we've put down all of our information, whatever that you need to hold the car, that's our car. We'll be back tomorrow. And he's like, cool, not gonna sell the car, I promise you that. This man sells the car. He didn't sell the car. He was like, I was out of town and someone else sold the car. I'm like, hello? That's our car. It was just a whole thing. So then basically he's like, okay, I'm gonna have you talk to the sales manager, which I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to anybody else. And the sales manager, like, they never call you back, because once you get the car price down, they don't even care to sell you the car anymore. It's like such a scam buying a car. They want to make money off you. So this guy is not eager to call me, because it's just like they're not even making enough money off this car at this point that they want. And so I already knew this. So when the new guy starts calling me, he's like, look, we can get you the same exact car, but now it's going to be like $5,000 more because we have to ship it here from another dealership. They try to scam you every single time. Everything a car salesman says to you is a lie. Just know that going into it. So I was not pleased, to say the very least. I was so stressed, because at this point I'm like, are we even gonna get a car? At this point they were telling us like Jace's interest rate on the car was gonna be like doubled now, which is like not what we wanted at all, because we were buying this car and not leasing it this time. And if the interest rate goes up even like a couple numbers, that like boosts your payment like crazy and adds so much extra money to the car. And we're like, no, we were already approved for the interest rate we wanted. And it was so stressful. If you've ever bought a car before and tried to talk to these people, I don't recommend doing it when you're about to give birth to a baby, because I think this situation almost sent me into labor early because of the stress. Anyway, eventually I'm like, okay, we're coming in tomorrow and we're figuring this out once and for all. Like, either we're getting this car or we're not getting this car. We just won't have a car. Like, we just won't have a car for a while. Like, that's literally the only answer. Jace's parents were in town at this point. We were literally at our like zoo in town at this point when I'm dealing with all this. And I felt so bad because we never get to see them, and I'm like dealing with this car the whole time. They were super helpful with the whole car situation though. I just felt really bad. Anyways, the next morning we go in and I sit down with the new guy and I'm like, my friend, you sold this car. I'm like, please let me just talk to your general manager, because I went full Karen. I'm like, I had an A-line cut at this moment in time, okay? Just picture a Karen haircut. I was like, let me talk to your general manager. And he's like, the general manager doesn't know anything about the situation. And I'm like, he's about to be brought up to speed right now, because I'm going over there. First of all, don't mess with me on a regular day, but don't mess with me since I've been pregnant, because I'm in full mama bear mode and I'm getting things done. If it's the last thing that I do, I know where this man's office is. So I waltz myself. Realistically, I waddled myself over to the general manager's office and I was like, please get your man out here. I hate to sound like a brat, but I was really I was so irritated. It was like 5 days of like this going back and forth. I was not in the mood to be scammed at this point. I was like, your man sold this car. Now your other man is trying to tell me I have to pay $5,000 extra for the same exact car. I'm not doing that. I would really appreciate if you could step in here and like get this figured out. So within like 2 minutes, this general manager was like, it's done, it's figured out. You're not paying anything extra for the car. Sorry for the trouble. He was great, got it figured out. So I came back out to this new guy and I was like, your general manager is up to speed and we're getting the car that we want for the price that we want. And he's like, okay, cool. So we signed all the paperwork and they had the car like delivered later that night, like only a couple hours. And we went back to get it, which is the clip that you saw, which was like 5 days later from the first clip that you saw of us going to get the car in the first place. It was so stressful. I do not recommend buying a car to anybody. It's too much. Don't do it. If you don't have to do it, don't do it. But that's a big stress taken off our shoulders now. We have our mom car just one step closer, ready for baby girl to get here. There's still so much to do. I started making a list on my computer. I have nothing done. We don't have anything done in the nursery. Nothing's even open. I have not washed any of her clothes. I don't even have the right laundry soap to do that. I need to make all this stuff for like postpartum. I have nothing for postpartum. Nothing for like no padsicles, no peri bottle. I don't have anything, and I feel like she's gonna come early, so like I need to get this stuff done. I don't have my like nursing cart that I wanted to set up for next to the bed, because baby's gonna sleep in a bassinet next to the bed, and I want like the breastfeeding stuff and like diapers next to the bed, so it's just easy to like get out, like roll over and grab all that. I need to go get my blood work done. I need to get iron infusions. I need to do a birth plan. I don't have a birth plan written up. At this point, if I were to go into labor right now, like, I don't even know what would happen. I think I would just evaporate from this earth because nothing is done. I also need to do our hospital stork tour, which is just like a tour of the birthing center, and do our breastfeeding class and our like childbirth class. I want all of us to do like infant CPR as well. I've been certified in it before, but it's been a long time, so I just want to like have all of us that are going to be around baby do it again. I have not started nesting really at all. Like my mind is in nesting mode, but my body is not. I am so tired since being in the 3rd trimester. Like I've never been this tired in my life, and I'm like chronically tired before I was pregnant. So this tired is like so different. So if there are any moms out there who are still watching this video after I've been talking for so long, tell me like what I need. What do I need to have for like a newborn? We have so many like, not sleepers, but like onesies. I guess those are sleepers. I've heard a lot of good things about the sleep sacks, but we don't have any of those yet. I don't have any diapers, I don't have any wipes. I have burp towels. I'm like looking at my list that I made. We have socks, we have some swaddles. I don't even have a bath towel. We're not ready for this girl to come here yet. Like my body's ready, I want her out because I'm so uncomfortable. I feel like she has to be uncomfortable. Like she's in there and it's gotta be so tight for her. Hello? You can't really tell, but oh my god, Jace is moving his work location right now from Palm Springs to Indio, and he's been working on our kitchen table, so that's the mess that you see in the background of this. There's just so much cleaning stuff to do, although last time I tried to mop the floors, I was bedridden because I hurt my back and had to go get a massage because I literally could not stand up. Pregnancy is very humbling, because never in my life did I think I would be struggling to mop a floor, and here we are. I can't even unload the bottom of the dishwasher. I can't bend that far. It like cuts off all circulation and breathing if I try to bend at all. So poor Jace has to do literally everything, but I'm growing a second brain right now, so maybe I don't feel as bad for him. I said poor Jace. He could handle it. Anyway, that's it for this vlog. I've talked the entire time. It's just one of those chatty ones. There's so much to update on. But we're finally starting to like get to this nesting vibe. Now that the car thing is done, Jace's parents have already visited, and I'm finished with our room pretty much, which I'll show you in the next video. Now we can work on baby stuff. We did get a dresser. I really wanted this dresser from Pottery Barn, but it was like, Pottery Barn is too expensive, right? Like we all agree. Like I said, in this economy, we're trying to be better with money. Before, in the past, I would have just bought whatever I wanted. We're like not buying anything ever right now. So I have been looking on Facebook Marketplace for this dresser. I found it so many times and it sells instantly the second I find it. And I found one like 2 days ago, and I messaged them and was like, I will come get this immediately. And they're like, cool. So It's a fixer-upper. We're gonna have to sand it and paint it. If you've seen my series on Instagram and TikTok about the like DIY I did. I don't know how I get myself in these situations, but it was like either pay like $100 for a dresser and paint it, or pay $1,500 for the dresser. Do you know what I mean? Because we're gonna make it look like the one that I want. I know I keep saying the DIY life is not for me, but it keeps choosing me. So stay tuned for that. See you next time. Bye.